I worked as a web developer for 3 years, and I actually did not know how the web works. I built websites, I built APIs, I shipped to production, solved bugs, basically everything that you would do as a web developer. But I had absolutely no idea as to what happens when I type the URL and hit enter. I was building on top of the web and had no idea as to what was going on behind the scenes. So you see, what happens when you hit enter on the URL of a website is the browser checks its own history, its own cache, to be able to find a record of that website. And if it does find it, it sends it immediately, renders it immediately to the user, and that's very fast. In a case where it does not find it, it hits the domain name system, which is also known as the DNS. And then the DNS responds with the IP address for that particular website. This is to tell you that the browser has absolutely no idea where that website is located on the internet. It is the DNS that sends the IP address to the browser. Now the browser has the address, and then it reaches out to the server and says, "Can we talk?" And the server responds, "Sure, we can." And the browser confirms it. That there is a TCP handshake, and a real reliable connection has been opened. But you see, because it's a HTTPS connection, the browser does not send any data yet. It first needs to check for identity, and it does this by checking for certificates, encryption keys, and once the connection has been locked, or in other words, encrypted, that's when data can flow. The browser then requests for the page, and the server runs code, basically talks to database, and then responds with the web page to the browser. The browser receives the web page, paints the web page for the user, and when JavaScript is loaded, the web page becomes interactive. I built web apps for 3 years before I finally understood this. And when I understood it, I stopped guessing and everything began to make sense to me. You see, frameworks can change, but the web does not. See you on the next one.